Join us today as we work on this Chinese quince for winter maintenance. Join us. Well, welcome back everybody. I'm not sure how your trees are looking right now, but this is that Chinese quince. They've been working on for several seasons now. Just missed this beautiful fall color, and it's about to drop its leaves. So I had some free time this weekend. So what we're gonna do is actually remove all the leaves. We're gonna pluck them all off. And then we're gonna go back and kind of defoliate. No, well, we are defoliating, excuse me. We're going back to trim back any of those branches are too coarse, meaning they're too thick, or they're pointing in the wrong direction. So anything up, anything down. We're gonna keep everything else the same. And then during its spring push, we're gonna go, after the spring push hardening off, we'll cut it back again. So right now we're trying to make sure everything's in proportions, and then trying to balance its energy levels to make sure the top is not receiving too much energy, and make sure most of the energy is going to the bottom branches, as those are the weaker branches as this tree kind of developed. Remember, these trees are atypical, they're topical dominant, so they want to spend most of their energy on top, receiving most of that sunlight. So that's what we're trying to do in this session. I'll move the camera around so we kind of get a detail, but yeah, join us. Well, welcome joining us again. So this is pretty mundane process you do, and you do exactly what you can wait till all the leaves fall off, or just because our winters are pretty mild here, I have to pluck some of these leaves off. They still green. I mean, you can see they're still staying green pretty much all season long. For this type of maintenance, two simple tools will do: a set of shears and concave cutters. They'll work pretty well for some of the bigger branches, if you have any bigger branches. This one, because I do trim during the summertime, most of its leaves are pretty small. Branches are pretty small at this point. So that really helps out. And then I did fertilize this guy late, I think October was the last time I fertilized this guy, and I'm pretty much stopping for the season right now. But yeah, so you can do this indoors, outdoors, it doesn't really matter. The main idea is just to get most of these leaves out. This is a good time to look for pests. If you have scale, fungus, anything like that, diseases at this point in time, it's great to identify them. And then spend some time with trees. I mean, this is, I thought this year this fall color was the best on this Chinese quince that I've seen all season, over the last couple of years. So that was kind of amazing. So just, there's people have techniques. You can pluck them, you can pull them, you can cut them. Just as our famous boss used to always say, is get her done. So this part, spend that hour, and you can do this onto any deciduous. I just picked this tree just because it was the one that's had the most leaf change. The other ones are still pretty green. My maples are still pretty green. I might attack one today. Or I might just do all the quinces today, just because of time. So like, see this branch right here? I don't think you can see that one. That one's pointing into the tree, and what I'll do, I'll cut that one off. Make sure all the energy is, again, it's going up and out. Again, you want to make sure all your branches are up and out. You want to have as fine as you get them. I might go back and I might wire this later. But most of this goal today is to really remove any leaves, any branches, and not in the right direction. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And any coarse branches like that, I'll show you a couple of minutes. I'm gonna cut those back, and then it's just a rinse and repeat technically, until you're really satisfied with your ramification. Chinese quinces don't like to ramify, so keeping those fine branches is going to be really key. I did notice that this year. A lot of these branches are they don't like back budding, surprising or not. Especially my apex. My apex I still don't have an apex, so if I don't get an apex here pretty quick, I might need to cut to a new branch and make that my new apex. So that's what I'm noticing so far. But alrighty, not to repeat myself, you can see that's where a cut, it was one of the major cuts at one point, healed over finally. That took a good, I think 10 years to heal over. Surprisingly, these guys are not fast healers. So when you're making these major cuts, try to make sure there's like a shoulder that can heal over to. Because like these big wounds, they don't like to heal over. Seriously, don't like to heal over. I know. All right, so let me get the majority of this guy's pulled out. Let me go time lapse. Let's speed this process up a little bit. So, what do you think? Not a bad tree, isn't it? So this has been good 15 years in development. The last, I think the last 5-6 years in actually the refinement stage. Did cut off the top. It's not growing back. So I might have to take like this guy and make him my new apex. That is a high possibility at this point. So this might be my new apex. If nothing comes up next season, that will be my new apex. I did cut off this really thick branch in the back. It was really coarse, really thick, and I cut it off. I'm gonna put some cut paste in a couple of minutes here. Most of the branches, I did wire this one down here. Any of the branches that were going up, straight up, I cut those off. You got one of these branches straight off. Any of these, that one's a dead branch. Let me go cut that right now. So you don't want to cut it like an angle. You just want to cut it flush. Has a little shoulder to it, so you ever like what I'm trying to say, if you ever move at or you put wire on that, it doesn't like, there it goes, nice clean cut there. If you cut it at an angle, it's gonna, and you put wire on it, you bend the branch kind of tears. So you want to cut a nice flat flush cuts as much as you can. I know there's a lot of branching down here, but this is going to start ramifying, like finer and finer branches. This will actually fill in. That's my intention when I get this to be able to show, is really get this apex going. I might just cut this entire knuckle off right here and then have this as my new branch, my new apex somewhere around here, and then fill out in the entire silhouette with branches. That's kind of a long-term goal. It'll probably take me another 5 years probably. And I love the pot. If you notice the pot, this is a Crafty Bomi pot. It's like that bamboo shape. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Chinese quinces are not like the most quickly ramified. It does have some really cool characteristics to think about if you're gonna buy a Chinese quince. The bark is amazing, almost looks like a crepe myrtle with that exfoliating trait. Has these muscular bumps everywhere, so it's really unique. Has a really dark, you saw the fall colors, really beautiful fall color on these things. Leaf structure is rather really thick, and it will ramify to a small site or small size really quickly, and it will fruit for you. So it does have some really great characteristics. Some really bad characteristics of Chinese quince is the healing takes forever. Like some of these big old knobs were actually branches at one point that I lopped off, and they finally healed over. This was actually a major cut site. It was a field-grown tree at one point. Basically, it was just this when I bought it. So everything else I kind of grew out in the last couple of years. So, and not knowing much about Chinese quince is why I'm growing this out. It does take forever to thicken up, so that's kind of the drawbacks of the Chinese quince. But I think there's more benefits than drawbacks. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. If you guys like this episode, leave a comment. What do you think I should do next, or what should I do to the other Chinese quinces I have here? And then like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.